Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Guys, tomorrow marks a big day for the year. The second Friday of January actually has another name. They call it Quitters Day. The reason they call it this is because they say this is the most likely day people will break their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I guess
That late into the year.
Yeah, I feel like usually the tendency would be, maybe 3 days in or something, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, but it is a common thing, isn't it, to really break those resolutions? Because New Year's Eve, you're having a few drinks, you make a few big calls, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
What you want to come out of the next year.
Yeah, so as we fast approach tomorrow, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes are going to one person who made their resolution very public. And I'm talking about Curtis Jackson III, better known as 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about him all year, you know. That's someone that's often on the tip of the mind, isn't it?
It always is. But have you heard what his resolution is for 2024?
No.
Yeah, well, he's going to practice abstinence and giving up the good old love cuddles altogether.
No!
Really?
Yeah.
There goes your chance, Davo. He was in Adelaide. You had your opportunity.
So
Jeez.
apparently he's decided to give up sex for 2024 as his resolution because he doesn't want any distractions, and through the power of meditation has a big, exciting new idea that no one knows about yet.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be an elaborate ploy. He is 48 years old now.
I mean, he said a big thing's coming. I feel like he might be, investing in crypto or something.
Crypto. yeah. It's called 50 cents.
What, you reckon?
That's great. End it there.
Yeah. Let's just wrap up the show now. Do you reckon, you reckon he's 48, you reckon 50 Cent can't still sling a few numbers from the bar? And
Maybe not.
He's had to do a protective shield and say, no, I'm actually doing it for meditation reasons.
Maybe he had a bit of a dry spell last year and he's decided to get ahead of the curve this year.
Yeah.
And if anything, it will make him more desirable, practicing
Okay.
abstinence, right?
So 50 Cent's given up the roots and you reckon he's going to go back to it tomorrow?
Look, I don't know, but tomorrow is Quitters Day, so who knows? I mean, my eyes are on him, as I think most people are.
I think that he will quit. I think the dude is on a world tour at the moment because, a few months ago he was in Australia. I think he's still on the tour. Pretty damn hard, I'd say.
Yeah.
I feel like he would quit.
Well,
He's only human.
what, you reckon the candy shop's still open, babe?
Yeah, I reckon so. If you're travelling around the place, for a year at a time, different
A
cities.
PR mission, maybe.
Look, I want to open up the text line here. Have you already broken your resolution? Or if you haven't, are you close to breaking it?
Yeah, are you at the breaking point right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a helpline here. We'll coach you through it. We'll say, don't quit.
We'll try and give you the best advice we can. Maybe it is to break the resolution.
If I'm being completely honest, I made a little quiet promise to myself at the start of the year to give up energy drinks.
Well, you know what? It's funny.
And what happened this morning?
You've split a Red Bull with Callum.
So I guess you're on the brink though. You're doing the best you can. You've split the Red Bull. You didn't have a full one.
Yeah.
You just had a few sips and you gave the rest to me. So you're on the path.
You can just say cutting down an energy drink.
And then you've done it. Then you've done your resolution.
Plenty of people getting involved at the moment. Have you already broken your resolution? Or if you haven't, if you're close to breaking it, still text in 0428 927 927. We'll try and give you some advice, some words of wisdom to get you through tomorrow.
I mean, I think willpower and being our best selves is definitely our greatest strength, the three of us.
absolutely.
I was going to say, I don't think we're, at the front of being good for willpower and whatnot. As you said, Davo, you wanted to give up energy drinks and then you had some this morning. Still only a little bit. You shared it with me.
Thank you for being honest about that.
Not the worst thing in the world, but, we like our vices.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's one way to put
That's
it.
a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Plenty of texts rolling through the text line at the moment. Somebody has texted in saying, my New Year's resolution was to quit vaping. I've still not vaped, but had 3 dreams where I'd broken it and felt so bad about it that I cried. That's enough to keep me going. But you know what? You keep having those dreams, you keep crying, and you'll stop vaping.
Keep it up. Well done.
Keep up the tears.
Well done. This one here says resolution, spend more time with family, does Christmas with family, decides to scrap that resolution before it's even New Year's.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. Just go over once a month. Dedicate one day a month to seeing family.
It's a lot. Especially when you know you've got to be consistent about it.
We got this one here. I wanted to spend less, but then saw an air fryer at Myer and thought, stuff it, I want that.
That's an investment, an air fryer.
That's not a terrible investment either. Like, nuggets, spring rolls, they do the works.
And you know what? You can get a pretty cheap air fryer, so maybe they didn't spend that much.
And yeah, that can help towards your other resolutions, you know?
Don't eat fried food.
This one here says, for my resolution, I've been trying to go running every day. So far, so good, but we'll see how long it lasts. Haha.
You know
That's
what?
from Sporty Spice.
Doesn't have to be a long run. Could just be around the block. You know what?
Could be to the convenience shop, you know?
Yeah, it could just be down the hallway in your house. Something's better than nothing.
Hey, incorporate it into your bathroom time. If you need to go for a wee, you just sprint to that bathroom.
Wait till you're busting and then sprint.
So yeah, I said I'd give up takeaway. Weekend 1, had a big sesh. Sunday, I was shamefully in the drive-through. I'm officially off the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dirty clown, Ronald McDonald, he'll get you.
He will get you. Yeah, you got to look out for him. I've actually got no advice for that one.
He sees you coming from a mile away.
I got another text here. Resolution was to be nicer to people, but Adelaide drivers suck, so it's really hard to stick to. Stay off the roads. There you go. Start riding your bike. Then you get 2 resolutions in one.
That's it. This one here, I'm quitting the pub. The beers are adding too much to the gut. Don't call me crazy. It can be done.
Don't have to quit the pub.
I mean,
just quit the beers.
It's summer as well. It's hard.
It's tough.
I mean, just don't be too harsh on yourself.
Low carb beers,
beer,
maybe.
for sure.
Yeah.
What about this one here? This is crazy. It says, every year I only allow myself as a resolution to eat KFC 3 times a year. I've already had it twice as I'm a weak bitch. So now I have nearly 11 months. I need to only have KFC once.
You know what? 3 times having KFC is just not fair. You shouldn't do that to yourself.
Don't do that to your body. Your body wants it. It's a hard get 3 times KFC, but imagine that last one. Imagine the third one in 11 months' time. It's going to be outrageous.
Compromise. Have KFC 12 times a year. Once a month. There you go. Happy days.
Better life.
Don't rid yourself of this joy.
Sometimes me think, what is friend? Then me say, friend is someone to listen to Davo, Tom and Callum podcast. Cookie, nom 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 nom.
This one is for the foul mouth mother.
That was a close call. I didn't realise you were even going to chuck the beep in. So I thought you were just going a bit rogue there.
I'm scrambling over here.
I mean, we did talk about it before we got on, but that's fine. No, a list has been revealed of the top swearing cities in Australia, and you'll be shocked where Adelaide sits, guys. Because look, let's be honest, none of us are angels when it comes to swearing, are we?
Surely, City of Churches, that has something to say that we're good people, good innocent non-swearers.
Yeah, I guess you could say that as well. You could argue that the City of Churches, but I mean, my experience around Adelaide has been that we are pretty foul-mouthed.
Sorry, I was just playing precautionary.
Anytime an F comes out.
Trigger happy.
But this survey had more than 1,500 residents in 22 of Australia's most populated areas, and it found that Bendigo in Victoria was the city that swore the most.
Bendigo, Victoria. Yeah, okay. God's country.
Now, I will say, in the top 10, Adelaide has not made the list.
Right.
You're joking.
We've not made the list. And I do think that that's a little bit askew, and I feel like there is something that we could possibly do to try and,
Well, bring up the average.
Yeah, like we could do this. Or what about you, Tom?
Yeah, I could say
You can't even do that sound.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
It's so funny when a national day occurs because obviously you have the big hitters, you have Christmas and Easter and all of those ones. However, there are some throughout the year that are just, they grab you and, they excite you. And we want to explore the one today. Today is actually, and here's for your water cooler chat, it is National Milk Day.
Everybody get milky.
yeah, awesome.
Okay.
We love milk.
I mean, dairy cows everywhere are pissed off because they're doing all the work and getting none of the glory.
Yeah.
But
on their
yes,
hind legs
I heard they
right
have the
now.
day off on National Milk Day. They just get to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
shake their udders.
Just graze. But yes, it is National Milk Day, and like you said, we do love milk. I guess doing breakfast radio, we are up early and we like a good coffee. So
Well, I'm just finishing an iced latte as we
yes,
speak.
Exactly right. So we're pretty accustomed to drinking it. We do enjoy it, and that's why we want to do a little bit of a challenge between the three of us.
Yeah, slight competition to see who actually likes milk the most
Because there
out
could
of the
be
three of
a
us.
milk imposter in the room here.
Milk poster.
Milk poster. Yeah, so maybe someone doesn't enjoy milk as much as they say they do. So we really want to put it to the test. Who loves milk the most out of the three of us?
So what we've done, we've just gone and got a carton of milk, 1 litre, and we're going to fill up 3 pint glasses each of milk.
Of just dairy milk, normal cow.
Full cream, baby. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then what we're going to do, Fresh Fam, is have you call up right now and you get to pick who you want to coach, myself, Davo, or Callum.
Jeez, everybody get milky right here.
Everybody get milky.
We've even got our producer, Fam, on the mic in the studio with us. Fam, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you're going to time us and read out the times. You've probably got the most important job here.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure, yep.
So, without
God.
further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start off. I'm going to be the first sculler. And my coach is Tara from Aberfoyle Park. Tara, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. Now, thanks for picking me as the coach. Was I picked by default, or did you want me?
No, I think you've got a stronger stomach than Callum. I reckon you've got this in the bag.
Stronger stomach.
Yeah.
How could you even prove such a thing?
I liked the phrase, or did you want me, like your pit bull or something, you know?
Do you want me, baby, for the milk challenge?
All right, Tara, I just need your best coaching as I try and get through this. I've picked up the glass of milk. Are you ready to coach me through this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, count me
All right.
in, guys.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, milk.
Come on, Tom. You can do it.
Oh, yuck.
This is a horrible
that milk.
watch.
Oh, it's going down his
Drink
chin.
it.
Oh.
Time.
Is he? Are you crying? Looks like he's tearing up a bit.
It's very cold.
Ooh, it's dripping down the side of his mouth. It's
We're going to have to collect that in a
a lot.
bucket and measure
I
the
feel like I've
excess.
se-
No, I licked it all up. It's all
seen
good.
this video online, I reckon.
Tara, we'll come back to you with the final scores. We're going to move on to our next contestant. Davo, you're sculling next, and
yuck.
you've got Smurf from Cheltenham as your coach. Smurf, good morning.
Morning.
All right, Smurf, so you've chosen me. Why on earth did you choose me?
Because us girls have got to stick together. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Smurf. Are you ready to train me through this pint of milk?
Yes, and I think so are the little ones. So you've got a full cheer squad here.
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1, milk!
Come on, Davo. Like, we know it all tastes gross, so just get that down. Beat these boys. You know, you've got this.
All right, she's about halfway.
Yeah, come on, Davo. You got
It's
this.
a bit of a slog.
Smurf, you need to coach harder.
Nah.
Oh, I can't do it.
It's a DNF.
DNF, Smurf, she
Oh.
up.
I'm so sorry. I just can't. That's too much milk.
Smurf, you're back to the wrong horse, unfortunately. That is disqualification of Davo. It is down to Callum now.
Sorry, our producer that is filming us, Sophie, at the moment, she's gagging every time we do this. It's
It made me a bit nauseous, that one, actually.
me.
No, it made me, I had to watch that.
All right.
All right.
Our third and final contestant, Callum. And Callum, your coach is Georgia from
Yes.
Westlakes. Good morning, Georgia.
Good morning, everyone. How are we?
Very good. Now, Georgia, I'm quietly confident, raised by wolves, some would say, but I was raised by cows. I've been drinking milk since I was living on that farm.
That
so
makes
I'm gonna
heaps of
smash
sense.
it. I'm smashing it today, Georgia. We got this in the bag.
Yeah, we do, Callum. Let's
All right, let's
go.
do it.
3,
Let's-
2,
Yuck.
1,
Milk.
Oh,
Let's
God,
go,
he's
Callum.
really
Come
going
on.
for it.
He looks like a lamb.
it's
on-
going-
Keep going. Keep going. You've got this, Callum. Let's go, 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 go.
Okay,
Get
he's
it down.
done.
Get it down.
He's done. That was
I
that was something.
guys, I have nothing to say. That was disgusting. He literally sort of guzzled it like it was like he was like a anaconda trying to swallow a bloody person.
Yeah. And I loved it.
Oh,
I'll
my
probably go
God.
for another glass.
All right.
You're lactose intolerant. You're going to be in the toilet in 10 minutes.
All right.
Our producer, Fem, is right here in the studio with the official times. Of course, unfortunately, Davo was disqualified with a
I was
DNF.
never going to win with that. That was crazy.
Fem, can you read out the times?
Callum, we're on radio.
So in third place, we have Davo, who was disqualified.
Milk was a
In
bad
second
choice.
place... In second place, we have Tom with 8.3 seconds.
Oh, no, Tom!
And unsurprisingly, in first place, we've got Callum with 7.5.
Callum, you've smashed the milk tub. He's gone for Davo's milk. Oh, God.
Get off!
All right, we're going to get out of here. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We're getting out.
Get out.
Put down the mic. What's in the podcast? What's in the podcast?
Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
It is time for a little bit of a gaming update. Davo's favourite kind of update.
Absolutely.
Yes, you thought the GTA 5 chat was, 6 chat was riveting last time, so I'm keen to see what gaming chat we have in store here.
Absolutely. I'm keen as.
We're chatting about the Legend of Zelda game, the latest one that came out, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which released last year. And it was definitely like one of the biggest titles to launch, right, Davo?
That sounds very exciting, this Zelda game that you speak of.
Actually, it is very exciting. But it was easily the biggest game for Nintendo. And this is the kind of game where people are going to sit there and sink hundreds of hours into this game.
Yeah, I had an ex that loved Zelda, and I know that you can get lost in that forest for a very long time, my friends.
Yeah, it's tough. You look up and somehow it's nighttime outside.
In fact, he's been so lost I haven't seen him for 3.5 years.
He really got immersed in that game. He is Zelda.
His name's Link.
Yeah.
Thank you, actually. Yeah, she got you there.
Oh.
So
there you go.
this one bloke, Ju Yang, over in America, he's playing this game and there's no actual dialogue in Legend of Zelda games. It's sort of just noises when you speak to characters and you read the text at the bottom. And this bloke, Ju Yang, has received an email from his landlord. Essentially, it's a bit of a noise complaint. And it kind of reads like, hey, Ju Yang, hope this message finds you well, yada, yada, yada. Had a complaint from the neighbours. Their walls are very thin, and he's saying, you're listening to stuff too loud. And then it goes on to say, they're not a fan of hearing all the adult content that you listen to and watch.
Is he screaming at the TV profanities or?
No. They think adult content like adult content.
Oh, like the hub.
And he's thinking like, what? Like I don't really like. If I do, I've got headphones on. He's trying to think, and then he's clocked on, and he's realised, oh my God, I've been playing Zelda like day after day since this game came out, and the dialogue in Zelda sounds like this.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
Wow.
That can't be from the game.
That's from the game. And then
Wow.
as you go through the text, they just keep going, more noises like that. And sometimes you can be in a chat with one of these characters for a few minutes, you know?
What about, is replaying the same mission? It's like, geez, he's been watching for an hour.
Well, the thing is, he was trying to upgrade his armor, which you need to go see this one specific elf chick. And, you have to talk to her for a few minutes at a time. So who knows how many times he's going to see this elf chick and how many times the neighbours are like, he's at it again.
I mean, each to their own, but I do wonder what type of adult film would be playing if this was, going on.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Like, wow. It's a motley crew of people just chiming in.
What kind of freak do we live next to?
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
All right, guys, I'm pretty excited about this one. We've got to talk about this bloke over in Alabama. His name is Connor, and Connor has been a silly bugger, and he got himself to some strife. So he's attended this wedding, and what happens at wedding? Lots of bevies, and people get a bit wild. And at this particular wedding, there was a giant vase, or decorative urn as it's been called in the news. And people have decided at this wedding that it will be a bit of fun to get into the urn.
Yeah.
So one bloke pops in, everyone has a laugh, it's a great time, he gets out. Another one gets in. Everyone is having an absolute riot at this stage. They're laughing, they're screaming.
lining up to get in.
Nothing has been done like this before.
It's one of those, it just gets funnier and funnier, you know. The more you pile on, the better. Especially, like you said, Davo, when there's a few drinks involved.
Absolutely. And then Connor goes, you know what? I cannot allow everyone else to have this much fun. I'm getting on board here.
Give it a crack.
Get me in that vase. And Connor gets in the vase. And he's sitting in there and everyone's having a great time. They're laughing, they're cheering, they're bowing down to him. And then he tries to get out. And, well, here's his struggle.
Doing everything I can! Damn it!
What happened?
He got stuck. He got completely stuck. Now, we've all...
Wait, play it again. Actual.
Doing everything I can! Damn it!
That's like he's being like apprehended out of a nightclub or something. Like he's being carried out by bouncers.
He says, I'm doing everything I can. I'm stuck.
That is the sound of a man in sheer panic.
And that is... Okay, so this is something I find so funny. You know that moment when you do something you regret and there's this instant feeling of going, oh God, oh God, oh God. Like, have you ever put like a ring on your finger
and you can't get it
and
off?
You can't get it off?
Yeah, my finger went purple. I went to the beach once. And I had the ring on, and just because it was summer and it's hot, your fingers swell up, and I couldn't get the ring off, so I went back to a mate's place. Took ages, felt like my bone was going to break, and my finger was purple.
We've actually got audio from Callum trying to get it off.
Doing everything I can! Damn it!
It was quite audible. Neighbours heard. Neighbours called the police instantly.
So after a huge amount of panic and worry, they ended up... So when you see the video, he's actually laying down on the ground. Like the urn is sort of like rolling around with him laying there. What they've decided to do is...
It's like a Jack in the Box.
They decided to prop him up so he can still enjoy the party.
Wait, so he enjoyed... No, he did not enjoy the party from the urn.
He was pretty scared in there, but he was propped up for a period of time until they started slowly but surely chipping away at the urn to get him out because they could not get the bloke out of the
priest
thing.
is like, any objections? He's like, me. And it's like, the guy in the urn.
Yeah, it was. It's really excellent to see. But he said that he was really angry about it because the two people that got in before him were fatter than him. He basically said,
So
he's like, they were chunkier. Why did they get in and out?
Why
no
me?
problems.
Why me?
All the technique probably jangled his knees in there or something.
But he has come out. He's broken his silence, and he had this to say about the ordeal.
And it's not an urn because obviously the only way I'd be in an urn is if my ashes were in it.
That's just Alabama for you.
What an invite to your wedding.
What a wild wedding that would have been.
Look, we want to open up the phone lines here. Something always happens at the wedding. We want to know what happened at the wedding, Adelaide.
And here's a good example for you. I've told this story 1,000 times. My 5-year-old niece, it was a big, important wedding. Everyone's sitting quietly during the ceremony, and she ripped the biggest fart I've ever heard. Good morning, Georgia, who's now 17.
I've got a few texts coming through. Somebody's texted in here saying, working as an event planner at the wine centre, bride drank too much wine. We had to try to wrap things up quickly and usher her out before she embarrassed herself. As everyone made the arch and she was running through to leave, she projectile vomited in front of everyone and all over herself.
Jeez.
I wonder how that marriage is going.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't call that a guard of honour after that, would you? Guard of dishonour.
Yeah, people do get carried away, though. That is the curse of weddings. As lovely as they are, the drink package is exceptional. I got this text here. My mother-in-law got hit in the eye with the bouquet and ended up having to wear an eye patch for weeks.
Oh, no.
Made a whole scene about it, about losing her vision. Groom said she'd seen better days at the recovery next day in a speech, which set her off.
You couldn't have written that. Mother-in-law, of course. You know what I mean? Like that's just setting up your marriage. Once again, I wonder how that marriage is going now.
Keep us updated if you want to shoot through what's happening.
This one here says, you wouldn't believe it. The heel broke on my shoe as I was walking down the aisle.
Oh, no.
Face down, ass up. Had to definitely have a few drinks later that night.
Jeez.
That's terrible.
These are insane. Let's go to Tara over in Happy Valley. Tara, good morning. What happened at the wedding?
So this was a while ago, but it was at my aunt and uncle's wedding, and my little cousin, he was 13, and his parents had hired him a nice suit and everything. But he got really, really drunk. He shouldn't have been drinking. He was only 13, but he vomited all over his suit. His parents, they couldn't return it. It was too damaged, and they had to pay for it. Had to pay the fee.
You little jerk! That was a rental.
Yeah, exactly.
How did he get the drinks?
Just sneak off the table, was it?
Yeah, he just would sneak them off the table. Like, if people weren't looking, he'd just grab one and chug it down.
What a
He did that all
cheeky
night, and then
bugger.
unsurprisingly, he got so sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
It wouldn't take much.
I mean, that's lesson learned. You know.
Definitely.
Put him off the drinks for a while.
Thanks for getting involved, Tara. Let's go to Bridget in Glenelg. Bridget, what happened at the wedding?
Oh, my friend was getting married, and she's like at her place. Girls are all putting on their outfits, makeup done. Car rocks up, and the first car, girls get in and go to the church. Bride gets in, and the battery has failed. So they were like, no time. And this was like before mobiles and all those things. So she's had to go next door and asked the neighbour to drive her, and the guy's like, I'm sorry, my wife's out, no one can look after the kids. So it was the neighbour, the bride, and his 3 kids in the back just walking up to the church.
Jeez,
Amazing.
The motley crew on the way to the wedding. And he just an emergency driver.
Did the kids of the neighbour get involved in the wedding after that? Were they invited? Do you know?
Nah, I think they had to bail pretty quick, but that would have been good.
I'd be pressing for at least a slice of cake. You know,
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
hey, I drove you. Maybe a cake and a champagne would suffice.
Of course.
Leave it on my doorstep.
Yeah.
All right. I get older. The Davo, Tom, and Callum podcast stays the same age.
When you get something spoiled, usually in a TV show or a movie, it's pretty gut-wrenching if you're, just starting that thing.
It's possibly one of the worst things you can experience.
Terrible, because then you go through that whole TV show full well knowing what's happening to the point where you may as well just give up because it is the big hitting moment. What's the point of staying around?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this happens a little bit, and I guess there is a little bit of a discussion of, how long something is until it's like relevant to, it's okay to spoil, I guess.
Yeah.
And but nonetheless, if you are watching the show yourself, it is still pretty hardcore.
It's still annoying,
Yeah.
but, if it's been out for, a few years.
You can't blame the person spoiling.
And with the internet these days, I mean, you can barely get away with watching it in real time without finding out what happens.
I mean, I remember when the movie Avengers Endgame came out back in 2018, massive movie for that year. The day it came out, a guy that me and Callum went to school with spoiled the ending on Facebook.
Yeah. That was really, really bad.
That
And
was awful.
If I was him, I'd lay low in a safe house. Shut my phone
move countries.
shut my phone in airplane mode because people would have had at him for that one.
Yeah.
That was terrible. But this one's a little bit different, but still nonetheless annoying for the person. A friend of mine was working in a cafe yesterday, and her friend has started watching the OC.
Jeez. A little late to the party.
What was that, about 03?
Yeah.
Wrapped up? Yeah.
03 for the OC.
Jeez,
it
yes.
came out.
It came out then. So, it would be... it's very old. Well, we're going 20 years old, basically.
Yeah.
And what? She's upset about something.
Yeah, so, a friend of mine, she's working with this girl who's just started it. I think it's on Stan, so you can go watch it. But she was complaining because she said, I was listening to Fresh the other day, and I heard a spoiler, and I said, was it one of the presenters? Was it just, because I thought it might have been like, one of us just in a segment or something. And then I realised we've got a bit of a promo that plays all day, day in, day out. So she can't escape it. A lot of people can't escape this OC spoiler.
If you know exactly where you were when Marissa from the OC died, I know you're going to get around today's track list. It's Wineback Wednesday on Fresh.
Yeah, that plays quite a few times every Wineback Wednesday.
So it is like a punch to the stomach for that girl when you hear it, and then it's over and over again because she's working at a cafe. She can't change the dial on the radio, so she has to be reminded of this fat spoiler of this show that she's only just started watching.
She doesn't know where or when or how it happens, and let me tell you, she's in for a real treat.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
There's been a crime committed here in Adelaide, and possibly the biggest crime here since the Big Bird costume was stolen.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, jeez.
And surprise, surprise, we're heading out north for this one. Nah, just joking. We're heading we're heading to the Lyle McEwen Hospital in Elizabeth.
Yep.
Where a 1.2 metre size painting has been stolen right off the bloody wall.
Jeez, that's huge. At a hospital as well, a lot of people around, a lot of witnesses.
1.2 metres is a big painting.
It's pretty huge, isn't it? That is right, Davo. It does really compare against the big bird.
It certainly does. I mean, I kind of feel like the way I would imagine this crime went down is someone was in the hospital, the painting was on the wall, they were packing up their stuff to leave and they sort of just took it with them, right?
Yeah.
What actually happened was this 38-year-old male from Salisbury Heights, good morning, sir, he walked into the hospital, walked straight up to this painting, he's taken it off of the wall, walked out to his car, strapped it to his roof and drove off.
I mean, I'm lost for words here. In the middle of the day?
1 p.m.
It's really like you'd almost want like a getaway van for something like that, but he's really just got the ropes out, strapped it on pretty calmly, and then bolted off.
It kind of sounds like it goes to prove that with enough confidence, people just won't ask questions.
Well, that's just it. Now, this painting, right? I've had a look at it. It's titled Wally the Galah.
Wally the Galah.
Now, it's a lovely painting, don't get me wrong. The artist, Kelly Bats, I don't know why I tried to say her surname. I'm so sorry, Kelly. She's an Adelaide artist. But she has done this beautiful painting, but it is a bright yellow background with a giant Galah's face on it. It is bright and colourful. And, it's just an interesting one to be like, I need that.
He must just love his Australian fauna.
It is a beautiful painting, but I couldn't find anywhere in my house to hang that. It's very maybe
unique. It's a unique painting. Maybe one for the pool room at the back or something.
It's also so big.
It's so big.
Where are you going to put that?
As on the top of your car driving off. But he has been taken into custody. He has been found out. This man from Salisbury Heights, and he basically will be appearing in court later in the month.
God, this would be one of the more fun ones for a judge to deal with, wouldn't it? Yes. I've got the Galah guy.
What a flaming Galah.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.